really good fragrance. You should smell them.
What fragrance do you have?
Just smell them.
What is that?
Boyd's of Texas.
Boys of Texas?
Boyd's.
Boys of Texas.
Boyds. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put a picture for the guys out there, man. Thank you. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate you. All right, let's roll. Shout out to that guy. Where are we at? So guys, I've reviewed hundreds of fragrances at this point. We've done so many fragrance battles, but I realized that I've never done this type of video before, which is before you buy your first fragrance, here's the things that you need to know. Rule number one, guys, genuinely speaking, you don't need that many fragrances. At one point in time, all I had in my collection was Versace Eros, and it was sufficient to cover all my needs and wants. There's an idea in the fragrance community that you need to have thousands of fragrances. You look at a lot of reviewers, they have a huge shelf behind them with stacks and stacks of fragrances, but the reality is, all you really need is one fragrance. And in that situation, I always opt for a fresh and clean fragrance because it's going to be the most versatile. You could wear it for the office, you could wear it on day-night situations, you could wear it for the clubs, you could wear it for pretty much any use case, any environment, any occasion. So rule number one, guys, please don't fall in the destructive habit of thinking that you need thousands of fragrances in order to have a good collection. The truth is, all you need is one. You can wave if you want. We don't mind. So what was point number two, guys, don't blind buy any fragrances. Blind buying is kind of like gambling. And this is kind of like, I don't have any scientific studies on it, but based on human nature, based on my life experiences, they kind of work in the same exact way. Hear me out. When you blind buy a fragrance, you're pretty much rolling the dice, expecting a positive outcome based on limited knowledge or luck. So you might go online, you might see a couple of notes about a fragrance or a fragrance reviewer talking about it. All of a sudden you're thinking, that's gonna be a great fragrance. You're expecting a positive outcome. You blind buy it without smelling it or trying it. And here's the thing, you might actually find a great fragrance, but all of a sudden that creates the gambler's high. And now you're addicted to that process thinking you're gonna be able to pull it off again. And guess what? You do it again and you end up buying a fragrance that you actually don't like. It works just like gambling, guys. So therefore, I wanna be fully transparent with you. I've only blind bought maybe 2-3 fragrances ever. And it's not something that I do. Believe it or not, a lot of you guys request fragrances. You're like, hey Hamza, review this. And as much as I'd love to, if I can't smell that fragrance prior, if I can't find it in any store or sample it, I'm not reviewing it until I feel ready, until I actually smell it and experience it. Because I stand on that concept. Guys, I work extremely hard for my money, so imagine me gambling away my money on fragrances. So it's not a habit I recommend. The first thing I recommend you do is try the fragrance. So if you have a local store nearby, like a Sephora, an Ulta, a Bloomingdale's, or maybe a fragrance boutique, go to that store. See if they have the fragrance that you're interested in. Try it maybe 2 to 3 times. Maybe ask for a sample. That's the first thing I recommend you do. Now, let's say you live in an area where there's no fragrance store nearby you. That's when I recommend you sample. And I'm not trying to sound like a shameless plug. I honestly mean this, guys. Maybe buy a 2 ml version, a 5 ml, or a 10 ml version of that fragrance online before you commit to the full purchase. Yes, I know I have my own store, scentpilot.com. Yes, it may sound like I'm trying to be a shameless plug, but I honestly mean it. Remember, guys, don't blind buy fragrances. It's like gambling. Try it first if possible, but if not, sample it. And if you're looking for a discount code, here's the code BEGINNER15, since this is the beginner's guide video, okay? Use it on Scent Pilot if you're interested in trying fragrances. But genuinely, guys, don't blind buy fragrances. Third thing you need to know is you don't need to spend that much money to get an amazing fragrance. The best price range, in my opinion, to get a solid fragrance is between $60 to $200 if I was to put it into a bell curve. That doesn't mean that if you get a fragrance below $60, it's going to be a bad fragrance. And it doesn't mean that if you get a fragrance above $200, it's going to be much better than the fragrances that are $200 or less. For example, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Nautica Voyage, I have have to give it credit because when I put it in a fragrance bottle versus Parfums de Marly Percival, a fragrance that's 20 times the price, it almost beat it in a fragrance bottle. I put fragrances like Creed Aventus versus Bleu de Chanel versus Dior Sauvage, and those fragrances beat the $500 fragrance. So keep that in mind, guys. You don't need to spend that much money to get an amazing fragrance. My personal opinion is this: if you get a fragrance between $60 to $200, there's going to be a very good likelihood that it's going to be a solid choice. Rule number 4, no cherry on top could save a bad cake, just like a fragrance can't fix a bad foundation. Your fashion, your grooming, your communication skills, and your confidence are very important essential foundations that a fragrance can't compensate for. In fact, guys, when I interview thousands of women regarding men's fragrances, when I ask them, what fragrance do you like on a man, they can't name a fragrance, they can't remember the smell, but they seem to remember the bottle design. So it seems like visual cues are going to be much more remembered than any other sense. So remember, no cherry on top can save a bad cake, just like no fragrance is able to fix a bad foundation. Rule number 5, take your time. I know there's a lot of noise in the fragrance community. The new fragrance is out, the new flanker. Every reviewer is jumping on the trends. They're telling you this is the best fragrance. No, this is the best flanker. Take your time. Guys, there's a reason why I don't review a lot of the hyped up fragrances. It's because I treat myself like a consumer. I don't jump on the next trend instantly. I take my time. So if you follow these rules, you should be good. Remember, you don't need that many fragrances. You don't need to spend that much money to get a great fragrance either. Don't fall into the destructive habits of blind buying. Make sure you try or sample before you get your next fragrance, which is part of not blind buying. No cherry on top can fix a bad cake, just like a fragrance can't fix a bad foundation. Rule number 5, take your time. If you follow these rules, it'll help you save money, not waste time, and not fall into destructive habits, and it'll help you find some amazing fragrances. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below what video you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, you can buy a sample at my store, scentpilot.com. Since this is the beginner's guide to fragrances, use the code BEGINNER15 to get 15% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Are we done?